Hello, and welcome back to the Low Low Podcast. I'm your host, Granddaddy Longlegs, joined by my co-host, Andrew Too Tight Pants.
A.K.A. Slim Jesus.
A.K.A. Slim Jesus, A.K.A. Roll Damn Tide.
Fuck yeah, dude. How did Alabama win?
They just outscored the other team.
You are 100% right, Ryan.
They outcoached the other team.
Outcoached, outscored, outplayed.
Outbrainsed.
Outbrainsed.
Shows who's the
them.
best team in the South.
Now, don't get me wrong. Georgia is a really good team. But when Alabama shows up, when Alabama has a big game, most of the time they show up. The only time I've seen them where they have not showed up was when Trevor Lawrence shit on Alabama in the national championship game a few years back.
Didn't they play LSU too, or no?
When Alabama played LSU, Alabama showed up for that game. When Joe Burrow was there and Alabama lost, it was still a very good game.
Okay.
Probably one of the best college football games I've ever seen. If you guys don't know, it was when Alabama played Joe Burrow. Tua was the QB. Joe Burrow was the QB. Great game. Like, each team had like 40 or 50 points.
Yeah.
Came down to like the last drive of the game. Alabama needed to get a stop. They ended up not getting a stop, so they ran the clock out. But
I mean, that was arguably one of the best college football teams ever, though.
100%. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are probably going to be two of the best wide receivers in the league at some point.
Yeah.
You know.
And then Joe Burrow had one of the greatest seasons ever.
Yeah, $5,000, 5,000 yards, 50 TDs.
$5,000.
$5,000 yards. And, I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire was a junior running for over 1,000 yards.
Exactly.
And catching for like 400 or 500.
I still think he's overrated in the pros. He
I
hasn't
think,
done anything.
I think it's just, I think if Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I think if they put really any running back the same style as Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he would put up just as many stats.
Yeah, probably.
Just because it's the Chiefs, you know, they do a lot of crazy plays where like the running backs get the ball a lot, you know.
Yeah, but it's mainly passing plays. They don't really run the ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, college football playoffs are just around the corner. We got who's the one? Alabama versus
Cincinnati.
That should be a good game. Desmond Ridder, future Lions quarterback.
Oh no, dude, I still can't agree with that. I'm sorry, Ryan.
Well, you don't think they'll take him in the first round?
I don't think he's gonna go first round. I think he's gonna be like a third or fourth round.
Well, then that's even better. We can get him in the third, fourth round.
That's what I'm saying. Wait till like the third or fourth round and then pick him up. Because right now like a first round QB that's gonna go to like that guy from Pitt.
Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett, maybe Matt Corral.
Or Malik Willis.
Yeah,
the guy from Liberty.
The dude from Liberty.
Yeah.
Who can run and pass, kind of like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I think that would be more of the pick for the Lions anyways. But yeah, the Cincinnati undefeated season, the only undefeated team left, or no, Michigan's undefeated too, right?
No, Michigan has a loss.
Michigan has a loss, so the only undefeated team left.
Cincinnati, yeah.
And they're the 4th seed.
Yep.
I feel like they should be higher.
Well, I mean, they're in the best team they've played so far is
probably the team they just beat in the championship, Houston.
Yeah, honestly, hold on, let me take a look at Cincinnati. I'm pretty sure they do not really have too many good wins on their schedule. So
I doubt they do.
They have beaten Notre Dame.
What was Notre Dame ranked?
9.
Okay.
But right now Notre Dame is ranked 5.
So I mean, that's a good win though.
Yeah, and other than that, that's the only, besides Houston and Notre Dame, those are the only 2 ranked teams they've played. Okay. Like, they played Miami of Ohio, Murray State, Indiana, Temple, UCF, Navy, Tulane, Tulsa, South Florida, SMU, East Carolina, and Houston.
I mean, Indiana's a decent team, and UCF used to be a good team.
UCF used to be good. Indiana has a QB that's pretty good, but he got hurt last year.
Obviously,
so.
Houston's decent. And then Notre Dame, if they're number 5 now, then it shows that they're a good team.
That's true. You're right. You know.
I mean, how many ranked teams has Alabama played? And beaten?
I mean, all right.
Like 3.
Well, I mean, you can count Arkansas. You can count Auburn. You can count Georgia. You can count.
But they lost to A&M, and A&M was not ranked.
A&M was not ranked when they lost to A&M.
Yeah.
Let's see. So they beat Miami when Miami was 14. They beat Florida when Florida was 11. They beat Ole Miss when Ole Miss was 12.
I honestly forgot about those teams.
They beat Arkansas when Arkansas was 21. So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3. They're 4 ranked,
Yeah, that's 4. It's not bad, though.
Yeah. But usually the SEC is just so much more dominant, like.
Yeah.
I think if Tennessee played Cincinnati, Tennessee would have a chance of beating Cincinnati.
You think so?
I agree, yeah. I do.
Tennessee lost to Pitt this year.
Yeah, and Pitt's really good.
But Pitt lost to Western Michigan Broncos.
But Pitt went to the ACC championship game, Ryan.
But they lost to the Western Michigan Broncos.
All right, so I'm just gonna real quick. I'm gonna go to Tennessee. See, this is what Tennessee's 7-5. Okay,
it's not very good.
Now hold on, the team. So you're right. They did lose to Pitt. They lost to Florida. So their losses are number 1 UGA, number 4 Alabama, number 13 Mississippi State, number 11 Florida, and unranked Pitt, who made it to the ACC championship
Who's
game.
15 now?
Who's 15 now? So that's 5 ranked teams that they've lost to, and every team they lost to is ranked. So yeah, and they beat Kentucky, who looked really good earlier in the season, who was 18, and they beat Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt stinks.
I don't know. I think it's kind of in the air.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's in the air in this one.
I'm just gonna give Cincinnati their their flowers. I think they're a good team. I don't think they're gonna beat Alabama, but I hope it's a good game for them. I hope they put up some points.
Yeah, I do too.
I hope it's not like the Michigan State game when Michigan State played Alabama.
The one thing about Cincinnati and these teams, though, not a lot of people get drafted, so it's ups and downs. The biggest upside is that means you have a really high chemistry team.
Yeah. And they'll have people get drafted from this team just because they made it this far.
You're right. They definitely will. They'll have some defenders and their Desmond Ritter might. Yeah.
And their running back looks pretty good too.
Yeah, I want to see Cincinnati's stats.
He had a good game last week.
And yeah, so they got that. They have that chemistry, and they have a lot of veterans for college on that team.
That's how U of M is as well.
Yeah, exactly. U of M, like that defensive end, Aiden Hutchinson. He's a senior on that team. He's like their defensive anchor.
Exactly.
So when you think about Alabama, Alabama's best players are sophomores,
which is insane.
Bryce Young and Will Anderson. So it's not like when you say it like that. In a standpoint, it comes out to where it's like, okay, this team doesn't play together a lot, because they're not really, they haven't had 4 years together. Most of the time, they're there for like 2 years together.
Yeah. Cincinnati's running back, his name's Jerome Ford. On the year, he has 200 rushes for 1,242 yards and 19 touchdowns.
That's amazing.
Last year, he had 73 rushes for 483 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Cincinnati also averages
That's insane.
38.8 points per game.
And in their last game, he had 18 attempts for 187 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's really good.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're going to beat Alabama because unless Alabama just doesn't show up, which it could happen, but it's a very good chance it does not happen.
Alabama seems to play worse with a worse team.
Yeah.
I don't mean like that. I mean like if they play an unranked team, most of the time they blow them out of the park. But if they play like a team that's worse than them, but is still like a decent team.
Like Texas A&M.
Yeah, like Texas A&M. Like, or instance, like Auburn. Yeah. When they beat Auburn in 4 overtimes. Or like LSU.
But that's a rival. A rival is a little bit different.
Yeah, that's true. The rivals, they know the other team like the back of their hand, like just like as much as they know their own team.
Like how the hell did the Lions beat the Vikings?
That's
because they're rivals.
Well, Dalvin Cook wasn't there. And
do you want me to name all of our injuries? We didn't have DeAndre Swift.
Bro, I heard that Minnesota coach, I call him a cooch. That coach is about to get kicked out.
Oh man, you lose to the 9-1 Lions. It's kind of 10-1.
Yeah, that's right.
Now we're 10-1.
There you go, man.
God, still make the playoffs technically.
Yes, technically, yeah. There's like a 0.0003% chance, but it could happen.
Yeah. Hey, we take the chances. I just want 3 wins.
Exactly. You just want 3 wins.
We beat the Broncos and we beat the Falcons. I'm good.
There you go.
It's a moral victory for me.
Oh, we still got to go to that game.
Yeah, I think if we wait to buy tickets on the day of the game, we'll still get tickets because I don't think anybody's going to that game.
I think we will
it's
too.
It's Lions-Falcons.
I think if we literally show up to the stadium and go to the ticket booth, they'll sell us tickets for like $40.
I agree. Or we could just buy something. We could probably buy like good tickets on the way to the game.
Yeah.
I don't have any worries about getting tickets to that game. Now, if the Falcons if they win this week, maybe it's a little bit harder, but I don't think people care.
Yeah, I don't really think so either. Bro, there's a Western Kentucky scam likely. What the fuck? So guess who the leading passer is right now in college?
Western Kentucky guy.
Yes, Bailey Zappe.
Great
Guess how
name.
many passing yards he has?
5,327.
You got pretty close. 5,545.
Damn.
Number 2, Will Rogers, quarterback from Mississippi State, has 4,449 passing yards.
So 1,100 less?
Yeah.
That's insane.
And, well, actually 1,000 less. Because the dude had 5,500. This dude has 4,500.
Oh, I think he said 4,400. My bad.
Yeah. So, literally, and he's a sophomore, too. This kid's going to be ridiculous one day. That just proves the strength of,
Or he's just not.
of the SEC. Oh, yeah. I mean, he might stink,
Wait, are we talking about the Western Kentucky guy or the other one?
Mississippi State guy.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Western Kentucky. I was like, maybe.
Yeah, this Western Kentucky guy threw for 5,500 yards and 56 touchdowns. Is that a record? That's got to be a record.
I don't know, man. Is
Bro, what the fuck?
it? But nobody's talking about this guy.
Nobody has talked about him.
That's our title. We're going to talk about this guy.
Yeah. The sneakiest, clutchest QB in history.
Should win. Well, how many? What's his?
So it's Bailey Zappe. That's the QB. And what's his average yards passing per game? I don't know. Bro, look at these.
Damn.
In his loss on Friday.
This is his first year playing.
What?
He's a senior.
He is a senior. Oh, he played at HBCU.
Oh, wow.
Or HBU.
56-11.
What the fuck?
That's crazy. This guy's going to get drafted, and he's going to be somehow amazing. And he had 3 rushing touchdowns.
Bro, he threw for 577 yards, 328, 470, 482, 281 on 4 TDs, 6 TDs, 5 TDs, 4 TDs. What the fuck?
What the
Bro,
fuck?
he had the highest rating, QB rating of 211.
Jesus. Single season passing yards, right? He is 8th all time.
What? What's first?
BJ Simmons, 58-33 in 2003.
I feel like I've heard of that name.
Played at Texas Tech.
Oh, okay.
And then the next year, Graham Harrell threw for 5,705 at the same school, not the next year, but in 2007.
At Texas Tech?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
4 years apart. What's the most touchdowns? Is it the Joe Burrow one, or because 56 is a lot of passing touchdowns?
I thought Joe Burrow only had 50.
Joe Burrow had 60.
What the fuck?
But this guy's 3rd.
Okay.
Which is still insane.
Oh yeah,
Especially
Western
at Western
Kentucky,
Yeah, especially at Western Kentucky, man.
who nobody hears about. What's their rank? I mean, what's their record? Western.
Did you say they
Kentucky?
lost one game?
I'm about to find out.
Or was that the Mississippi
They're
State guys?
Western Kentucky's actually 8-5.
How?
They've lost to Indiana, Mississippi State, and UTSA twice.
Damn. Hey, I mean, you got to give them props. That just means their defense is probably ass.
Yeah.
But this kid could be the next big thing in the NFL.
Yeah, dude, that's kind of like the Patrick Mahomes situation, when it's just like
I don't think it is.
pretty much a super explosive arm and a super explosive offense,
Yeah.
but a shitty defense. But
Man.
Bryce Young is 4th all time. I mean, 4th this year with 4,300 passing yards, and then he's actually at 4,322, and then Kenny Pickett's 5 at 4,319.
And I think he missed a game.
Who did
Kenny Pickett.
Oh
With
shit!
the shoulder injury.
Damn. Yeah, Kenny Pickett looks good. 42 passing touchdowns and 7 interceptions.
Because
Bro.
in the Western Michigan game, they were killing Western, and then Kenny Pickett went out with a shoulder injury, and then the Western Michigan came back and won.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they have a loss to Miami and Western Michigan. They actually have they're actually 2 losses.
Wow.
And then they beat Wake Forest 45-21 in that SEC championship game.
Damn. That's just crazy, though. And Wake Forest was ranked pretty high for some fucking reason.
Wake Forest looked good. Their QB is actually pretty good, and they have a wide receiver that's like 6'5", 220, who will catch any ball.
There's a kid that we went to high school with that plays for Wake Forest.
Yeah, Kenneth Dix.
Yeah, great name, Kenneth Dix III.
Yeah.
Great football name.
Hell yeah.
Great football name.
Ken Dickey.
Ken Diggy is not the name.
It is not. You're right.
It is not up there, Steve.
There's a Pitt wide receiver that has 1,400 receiving yards.
Okay, but this is the real question: who's gonna win, UGA or U of M?
I think it could be UGA. I think UGA just had a wake up call against Alabama, and now they can realize that doesn't matter how many points in the past the other team has scored on you. Yeah. It's about how many points this team will score on you right now.
I think this is either going to go one or two ways. Either
they're
UGA,
win or lose, right?
No, yeah, obviously that. But I'm saying they're either going to win in a dominant fashion, or they're going to absolutely shit the bed.
No way. You think they shit the bed?
It's going to be one of those two.
So both Michigan and Georgia have okay QBs,
and they're known for throwing in big games.
Yes, exactly. So actually, real quick, in that Georgia game, I'm going to see how many passes.
Bennett had. I'll look at the Michigan game.
Yeah. I got to pull up.
Because Michigan won 42-3 against Iowa, who has a pretty good defense.
Yeah, Iowa does, actually. Iowa has a very good defense.
Yeah. And they didn't really throw the ball very well.
So Stetson Bennett threw the ball 48 times, Ryan. Okay, 48 times. We got to remember that number. And
damn, that's probably more passes than he had to throw the whole season.
I think so. And in 2021, what's his average? Shit. Well, let me tell you. So he threw 48 passes against Alabama. Against Georgia Tech, he threw 20. Against Chattanooga University, he threw 14. Tennessee, he threw 29. Missouri, he threw 19. So
he was averaging about 20 a game.
Yeah, he's averaging about 20 a game. When you go up to 48, because that pretty much says that like you're trying to just like
air it out too
much. Yeah, air it out. You know, it's kind of just like they're trying to score quick right now. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And that loss. I wonder how many. Okay, so their leading rusher, only rushed the ball 11 times.
Sheesh. That's so bad. You would want at least 20 attempts from him.
Yeah, you know, and that's what Georgia is. They're a game-managing team, you know. So I think that – so this is what I think is going to happen, Ryan, in Georgia against Michigan. So Michigan doesn't have a dominant QB, and Georgia's really good at stopping the run.
Yeah. And
Michigan's all about running the ball and playing defense. So I do think Georgia's going to win because Michigan and Alabama have two kind of totally different play styles. Alabama's mainly a pass-dominant team, honestly. You know?
They have a good running back, though.
They do have a good running back, though. You know, so we can, like, against Ole Miss, when Alabama beat Ole Miss was trying to stop the pass, so they were actually doing only 3 defensive linemen. Dude, and they did not add another defensive lineman the whole game. Alabama literally ran the ball like 40-something times and won, you know? Like, they had one running back got 120 yards, the other one got like almost 100, you know?
Honestly, what I would do is I would stick 4 D linemen down there, but take the linebackers out and just put corners or safeties.
I mean, I don't know, like a nickel? Like do the
like
nickel?
Like a dime.
Like a dime defense? Okay.
But you have 4 D linemen.
I know, dude, but like, man, if they get past those D linemen, though, that running back, man, he's just going to run right over them.
Maybe you put like a safety in the box, because safeties are typically better tacklers, and they're also better in coverage usually.
Yeah, that's true, too. And Michigan has a really good pass defense. Their run defense isn't too hot either.
Yeah.
So I think Georgia needs to run the ball a lot, and they need to, and pretty much on defense, if they stop the run, their QB is a true freshman, dude. Or their QB is a freshman, I think, on Michigan. So it's really like you're not going to be going up against Bryce Young, who's like the future number 1 pick in the draft, you know?
And there's what? 2 or 3 weeks until these games?
Exactly. They have a lot of time for preparation.
Do they have an opening line is the question. they have the stats. Michigan's allowed the 13th most points, where UGA's allowed the 9th. I think. No, that's scored. They've scored the 7th most, and Michigan's 13th. UGA's allowed 9.5 points per game, and Michigan's allowed 16.1.
Oh, shit.
UGA's first, and they're fourth.
Yeah. And when stopping and defensive efficiency?
Yeah, basically. UGA averages 442 yards per game, where Michigan averages 452. So, I mean, like, it's a weird matchup.
Yeah, like, UGA has a couple good running backs. Zamir White's probably their best one. But Michigan has two. I think they have two running backs over 1,000 yards rushing.
UGA's turnover diff ratio is 0.
No way.
So they turn the ball over as much as they get the ball back.
Oh.
And Michigan's +5. So they get the ball back 5 more times than they turn the ball over.
So I actually think their quarterback, Cade, is a junior.
For Michigan?
Yeah, for Michigan. So he has... Yeah, their only loss is to Mississippi State.
Wait, that name came up a lot.
Yeah. I mean, not Mississippi State, Michigan State.
Oh, yeah. It was a good game, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cade's a junior.
Yeah.
Didn't have a great season, didn't have a bad season. He only threw 4 picks on the entire year.
He did, yeah. 15 tutties. So he's not like the QB that's going to be fucking throwing the ball right there. So it's going to be a slow game. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, too. Now, the biggest thing, though, is JT Daniels, whether or not he's going to play.
Yeah, if JT Daniels plays, I think Georgia has such a great advantage if he plays.
You really do?
I think he's that much of a better game changer than Bennett is.
I still haven't had anybody explain the reason why he isn't playing.
Apparently he's hurt, but what some of my UGA friends that are fans say is that when Kirby likes something, he's going to stick to that no matter what. So, like, that's what he did with Justin Fields and whoever the fucking quarterback. Was it Fromm?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't want to put the freshman or junior, whatever he was, the junior stud, or sophomore stud, sorry. The sophomore stud in the game, in Justin Fields, who went first-round pick. When was the last time UGA had a first-round pick quarterback?
I mean, I don't
Matthew Stafford.
Oh, yeah, Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, that was the last time they've had a first-round pick quarterback.
I don't even think Aaron Rodgers was first round. I mean, not Aaron
Murray. No, Aaron Murray was very late. And they could have had Justin Fields, who, like, yeah, if he didn't play very well, but we know he played amazing at Ohio State.
Yeah, ridiculous.
So he would have been great for that UGA offense. And what the other UGA fans are saying is they think that the JT Daniels situation is the same situation with the Justin Fields, where they have this great talent on the bench who got hurt at the beginning of the year, but they're wanting to play the safe route with Bennett. But it's college football, man. You got to take risks.
Yeah, exactly. Like, look at fucking in the national championship game a couple years back, Alabama benched Tua. Benched Jalen for Tua, and
exactly.
They came out and beat Georgia. Tua threw for like 150 yards in that half.
That's why Saban wins championships, because he's not scared of taking the risk.
That's true. Yeah, you can't be afraid to jump the gun on things.
Yeah,
and it's such a hard subject too, because it's like, is this guy who isn't gonna play, who has not played in like 2 or 3 months, really gonna come out and have? They need to play 2 games, but they need to play amazing for those 2 games.
I mean, I feel like in college football, like in pro football, it's not about who's the best talent. It's about who fits the best, right?
Yeah. In
college football, I feel like talent can beat that pretty fucking easily.
Yeah, the only way talent really won't beat you there is if you have a team that has a really good system. Like a really good, like a bunch of veterans who have been there a while, who have played the other team along at least twice already, who knows and they know what they're going to do and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, Georgia's got fucking animals on defense,
Exactly.
Like, those dudes they're going to have like 2 or 3 first-round draft picks just on defense for Georgia.
It might be more than that.
Yeah, it might even be more than that, It's just like, so it's not the fact, like, their talent is there from a standpoint,
Yeah.
And like when they played Alabama, Alabama's talent is there too. It was pretty much just like who was able. It was kind of just like
whose system was better.
Yeah, whose system was better at that point, But Jim Harbaugh, he has a good system, man. They finally beat Ohio State.
They killed them.
They fucking killed Ohio State,
they didn't
man.
kill them, but they did beat them into the dirt. I think.
Yeah.
Then the running back have a shit ton of.
C.J. Stroud, yeah, the running back had five touchdowns,
which is insane.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud is like was in the Heisman running. He still is in the Heisman running, but he's not going to get it.
Heisman's a little boring this year. I'm not going to lie,
bro. If Will Anderson was in the Heisman running, it would have been so much better.
Yeah. Did he have any touchdowns this year?
Who?
Will Anderson.
No touchdowns.
I wonder if the other guy had any touchdowns.
So they got a guy named Blake Corum, Michigan, running back. He has 141 attempts for 939 yards. And then Hassan Haskins has 261 attempts for 1,288 yards. So they have two running backs that are either almost at 1,000 yards or over 1,200 yards.
Jeez. What's this guy's name? Aiden what?
Who?
Who's the Michigan D end?
Aiden Hutchinson.
Aiden, is it?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you spell Aiden?
I have no idea.
Hutchinson. There he is. I spelled it wrong.
42 to 27 was when they played Ohio State.
I mean, yeah, his stats aren't amazing, to be honest. They're good. Like, they are really fucking good. But, like you showed me from the other guy, he also has 3 forced fumbles.
Who does?
Hutchinson.
Oh, shit, he does.
Yeah.
That's good, too.
But no touchdowns. Because sometimes defensive touchdowns will boost you, like Charles Woodson.
Yeah.
And maybe they have him on there because Charles Woodson was a Michigan guy.
He was a Michigan guy.
So they're saying,
yeah.
Another Michigan guy could win the Heisman as the only other, the only school to get the Heisman for defensive players.
Yeah, that's true.
It could be narrative based because a lot of those awards are narrative based.
Oh yeah, there are a good bit of awards that are narrative based now.
But it's so difficult to say. I think what they should do is see how Stenson does at the beginning of the game, and if it's just not gelling, you can't not put JT in to at least fucking try. Or at least start with JT. And if it doesn't go well, then bench him.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. I think Stetson understands too,
Yeah.
Stetson, he didn't throw his first pick until when they were already down like over 2 scores,
Yeah, but it's not about that. It's about how well he pushes the ball down the field. He doesn't really push the ball down the field. He's good at like intermediate routes, but I'm saying they've got so many blazers on the side of run down the sideline and catch the ball. He just throws it short every time.
Yeah, I mean they didn't run the ball either.
Yeah,
they literally did not run the ball. And and like their game plan, Georgia's like managed the game by being run dominant, and then fucking lock down on defense.
Yeah.
They want it because their defense is so good. They get so many stops on defense. They try to slow it down on offense, so they don't want to tire out their defense.
Exactly.
So they just have I think they have to have a better game plan going in.
I think Alabama versus Michigan would be a lot of fun.
I think it would too.
Hey, we could still get a Michigan-Cincinnati.
We still could. It could happen. Alabama could shit the bed.
Desmond Ritter's like, I want to be a first-round pick. Fuck that Hunzy guy.
I'm going to throw 500 yards, 5 TDs.
7 TDs.
Oh, my God.
Break a record. Himself.
Yeah. Burley up, run under it, catch it, forward lateral.
Exactly. Oh, that'd be very funny.
I'd be cool with it. Who do you think's going to win?
Who do I think's going to win what?
Michigan or Georgia?
I got to go blue.
You go in Michigan?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And you're wearing a Detroit shirt right now.
Got to go with my boy Tom Brady.
There you go. Hey, man, he's the GOAT for a reason.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, I got to just go with the team. Because I think what's going to win, the thing is, Michigan and Georgia are literally the same team. They're just in different conferences.
Yeah, they literally are,
Good defenses, good run games, okay quarterbacks.
Exactly.
Average coaches.
Oh, yeah, And, when it comes to the college football, the winners of the people that win the last game of the season usually have the best quarterback,
Yeah.
Like
so Cincinnati.
Yeah, I mean, if their quarterback plays the best, then that's how it is. I mean, Desmond Ritter's is like definitely a starting caliber quarterback. He's a little shaky.
I don't know who the fuck he'd start for other than the Lions.
Yeah.
I don't know who like a lot of these quarterbacks would start. Maybe the Texans. I forget the Texans suck too.
Yeah, the Texans need a QB.
He seems more of a Texans quarterback.
Yeah, Matt Ryan's choking. They might get a QB, the Falcons.
But I feel like Kenny Pickett will go to you guys.
I hope so.
Like he's a good gunslinger,
Yeah.
I think Atlanta and Detroit need black quarterbacks though.
I think so. I think that'd be good for the culture.
Yeah.
Like Mike Vick was really like the culture, the transcendent culture of Atlanta.
Yeah, that's when Atlanta was cool as fuck.
Exactly. Yeah. When Mike Vick was there.
Like, we had weird white dude Matt Stafford who looks like me. Throwing to scary big black guy, Megatron.
Exactly. Who could have been one of the best wide receivers to ever live.
He still is.
He is actually. He could have been the best wide receiver to ever live.
No, Jerry Rice is still there.
Yeah, Jerry Rice. It's just nobody. It's gonna be hard to beat the amount of yards he got.
Well, I think Jerry Rice is like fundamentally the best, but I think like Randy Moss and Megatron have to be up there for best.
Oh yeah, just for like most dominant on the field. Like you can't beat Randy Moss's Thanksgiving game. Yeah. What was it, like 3 catches, 3 touchdowns, 128 yards?
Like, that's insane.
Yeah, like, for real.
Or, like, Emmitt Smith is the best running back, but Barry Sanders is also one of the most gifted running backs. And Adrian Peterson's probably one of the greatest freak athletes ever.
Yeah, exactly. Like Barry Sanders, just like Megatron. If he played longer, maybe he could have been in first place, for all-time best running back.
The problem is the yards they have are just ridiculous.
For what, Emmitt Smith?
Yeah.
Oh,
like he played with one of the greatest O-lines ever.
Yeah, he did. They had Troy Aikman too,
for like 10 years.
Who was a Hall of Fame. Who was a Hall of Fame.
They won
Cowboys.
3 Super Bowls.
You know how they got all those draft picks to get there to make that Cowboys team amazing?
I forget. You told me this one time, didn't you?
I did. They traded Herschel Walker.
It's insane.
To Minnesota.
It's insane.
But Minnesota put a trade agreement in their trade to where if they cut any of the so they traded 4 players for Herschel Walker.
And they got picks for him, right?
They got a first and a second round pick per player that they cut.
It's crazy.
So they literally cut all of them, drafted Emmitt Smith, drafted Troy Aikman, drafted some O-line people. Now, then look at that. They won 3 rings.
They became,
90s.
what was it? That's when they became America's team, right?
I think so.
Or maybe it was before that.
I think it could have been the 60s when, because
I think it was during the 60s.
Yeah, because I think when the Steelers had, Franco Harris and,
because I think they were the only team that was always on national television was the Cowboys. That's why they're America's team.
I think it was the Cowboys and the Steelers. Yeah. Those were really the only 2 games that were on national TV.
Which is, that's cool history, right? Who else was another? Bo Jackson's probably one of the craziest freak athletes. I'm not saying talents wise, but freak athlete wise, he's probably up there.
How did Bo Jackson do in the NFL? Was he amazing?
He did well, and then he had a freak injury where he got tackled. But since he had so much momentum going forward, it was like a simple tackle by the legs. It popped his hip out of place and just completely fucked up his career.
Fuck that! Oh my god!
Because he was running so fast and it stopped so quickly that it just was a freak injury.
Fuck that!
And he said that if he were to ever redo his life, he would never play football.
No,
he would only play baseball.
He would only play baseball.
Yeah,
I mean,
and run track.
Yeah, dude, the thing is with football, man, if you play football for 10 plus years, CTE, that's a big problem, man.
Yeah. Even growing up, I have friends that have CTE.
Yeah, exactly, that head trauma,
Yeah.
I know a dude who took 36 Benadryls one day.
Jeez.
Had a mental breakdown, went to a mental hospital, and now he's kind of stupid now, It's like he lost he lost some brain cells.
That's just insane.
And yeah, it's kind of that's what it's like with CTE, you just get hit in the head, causes your brain chemistry to get rewired,
Yeah. And it sometimes will give you disabilities you didn't know you had. It'll trigger things in your head.
Yeah.
You'll just get some memory loss and you
or it could cause people to have to become bipolar.
Yeah.
You could go from 0 to 100 pissed off as fuck really quick.
For some of my buddies, because we have ADD.
Yeah.
Sometimes you kind of just sit there and you kind of forget you're doing something, and then you kind of snap to, and you're like, oh, I was doing something, and you kind of just forget.
Yeah.
That happens to people who have CTE, but that's just because they have memory block and they just kind of forget they're doing stuff.
Oh shit.
But it's a lot more scary for them because we'll just be on autopilot and we'll be fine. For them, it's their brain stops working.
No way.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I
Which
wonder what
is
that's
terrifying.
like. Yeah, exactly. You know, you're like standing there and people are like, you're like frozen almost. People are you okay? And you're like, fuck, what was I even doing?
Yeah.
It's not like you were like lost in like daydreaming, you know. It's more just like, boom, mind is black and blank, you know.
It's like when people talk about like their blackout stories, and it's like, how do you not remember?
Yes, exactly, dude. I've only blacked out like twice.
It's you told me those ones. Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah, dude, crazy. I don't know if I want to tell it online.
No, we're not gonna say it right now. That's for the OnlyFans.
Exactly. You got to pay money to hear this story, guys.
But yeah, oh man, is there any NBA stuff you want to talk about?
Yeah, probably.
Bones Highland went up 3 overalls in 2K.
No way.
Yeah,
He has a shot, dude. I saw some videos of him shooting some fucking logo shots, man.
He's nice. I enjoy. He's got a great football name, or not football name, great basketball name.
Steph Curry is 10 threes away from breaking the record,
Which is crazy.
with like 200 less games than Ray Allen did too.
It's just, and it's definitely accelerated from last year. Like, I think he was projected to get it like next year, or like at the end of this year. But since last year he had to carry the load of his entire team, it like brought his numbers up a lot.
Yeah, I think he was averaging like 8 threes a game or something.
Yeah, he was shooting a lot last year.
It looks like he's gonna be MVP right now.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. I mean, Golden State's first right now, or second right now in the NBA.
Not Chris Paul.
I don't know. So Steph Curry this year is averaging 13 threes a game.
And last year he shot 12.7.
Yeah.
He's shooting 41%.
Holy fucking shit.
But he's only shooting threes, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, he's averaging 20 field goals and he's 13 threes, so most of his field goals are threes.
Yeah, exactly.
41%.
Which is just absurd, though. Did you see Jokic's game last night?
No, how was it?
I think he had like a 31-point triple-double, or it was a 39-point triple-double.
Holy shit.
He went off. And because, what's his name's out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, Michael Porter Jr. is out.
Which sucks.
It stinks for the Nuggets. The Nuggets are fucked.
Could be the worst contract ever.
Memphis is 14-11. Memphis is fourth right now in the West.
Crazy.
And Ja isn't even playing right now.
Jaren Jackson's been going off. And Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane's been playing very well.
The Clippers are still fifth. Clippers are still looking good.
Clippers beat the Celtics last night.
No way. Yeah, they did. Yeah, I saw Reggie Jackson was went over there when Paul George was getting interviewed. And he was like, "I'm Paul George. I don't talk a lot about how good I am. I have my teammates do it for me."
Yeah, but Jokic had 39, 11, 11 in overtime.
Jesus Christ. 39, 11, and 11. Yeah. Classic Jokic right there.
Right.
How is Triple J doing?
I think over the last few weeks he's been killing it.
Dylan Brooks is second on their team with 17.1 points. Triple J is third with 16.2 points. But let's take a look at his.
I think
Desmond Bane is fourth with 16 points a game.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be like their sixth or fifth option, dude.
Desmond Bane is a shooting guard?
Yeah.
I thought he was like their center.
You're thinking of Xavier Tillman.
That's who I'm thinking of, Xavier Tillman.
Desmond Bane, what was he? He was the last pick in the first round.
Oh, okay. Not last year, the year before last.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is his second year in the league. And he was all-rookie second team, I think, last year. He made the all-rookie team. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And he's just a good shooter. He's averaging 6 threes a game and almost 40% from the three. It's 39.9.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Triple J's been averaging 19 points in his last 10 games on 38% from three and 48% from the field. So that's those are some good. I mean, it's 19 points a game, but the kid's literally only 22 years old too.
Exactly.
But he's also been in the NBA 4 years.
Steven Adams having a good season. He's just kind of he's doing what he's used to doing.
Yeah, he's never averaged like a lot of points,
He averaged 14 2 years in a row.
He did?
13.9. Close enough.
Yeah, I guess so. He's like the brick wall,
Yeah.
Like that's literally what people talk to him.
Bro, he's only 28.
No way.
Yeah.
I think he did get drafted when he was 18 or something like that.
Like 19, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, that's just insane. When I think of Steven Adams, I think he's like 35.
Yeah, it's just, he looks like an old man.
Yeah.
Looks like he's Aquaman. Isn't that his nickname?
Yeah, because he looks like the guy who plays Aquaman.
Yeah. How's Xavier Tillman doing?
I don't even know if he's in the league anymore.
Averaging 4 points a game.
Is he?
Yeah.
No, it's still good, though, because he's a good bench guy.
Yeah.
I don't think, was he even drafted? Yeah, he was. He was the 5th pick in the second round. He's shooting 42% from the field, 18% from 3. Oh, gosh. He's averaging a steal, though.
Who is?
Xavier Tillman. Yeah, I mean, the best part about what's going on in the NBA right now is that there's a lot of fun young teams.
Mm-hmm. Atlanta's looking nice. Let's see what they are. They're 8th right now in the East. Brooklyn's 1. Chicago's 2. Chicago just looks amazing.
Hey,
man.
let's talk about them Cavs, though. How about them Cavs?
Bro, I saw a tweet yesterday where they were interviewing Kevin Love, and Kevin Love said that when the Cavs made their championship run with LeBron, they literally didn't give a fuck about the regular season.
Yeah, it's true.
And they would literally like tell each other that. They'd be like, all right, guys, we just got to save for the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you do.
It's true.
You know, that's what you got to do. Like, if you can do that, by all means, that's what you got to do. They're 3rd right now. Cleveland is in the East.
Cleveland's 7th.
Oh, they're 3rd in their Central Division.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
the divisions.
Evan Mobley might be one of the best like rookies to just come in and like be a great defender ever.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Someone said that he's on, like, they're projecting him that he could be the next Tim Duncan.
Oh man, dude, I think he'd be Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Like, it probably won't happen this year.
No, it won't happen this year.
Yeah, but like next year, it could happen. There's like a 50-50 chance it's gonna be him.
He could do it in like you said, like in the next like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I saw a stat earlier this year that at one point he was leading the league in contested shots that were missed. You know,
And he's the 3rd best ISO defender in the entire league.
who's number 1?
I don't know who number 1 is.
I wonder if it's
I think
Lonzo.
Mikal Bridges is up there too.
Mikal, I bet it
Yeah.
could be Mikal.
Because Mikal Bridges is like the nerdy pick for Defense Player of the Year right now.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's such a good one-on-one defender.
He is ridiculous. Yeah, I thought Klay Thompson was the best one-on-one wing defender, but
Yeah.
I think Evan Mobley's length just makes him a little bit better than.
He can just play any position. He can play like the 3, like, because you know Cleveland, they play a weird 3.
They do.
They like to have a
Sometimes
big man.
Yeah, they'll put Lowry at the 3 sometimes.
Yeah. It's like he can run the 3, but he's really good at the 4 and the 5 because Jared Allen's an amazing 5, having a great season.
Oh yeah,
But
averaging 17 and 11.3
which is
with
crazy.
1.3 blocks. But
Gosh.
Evan Mobley's averaging 2 blocks a game right now.
Yeah.
And 1 steal a game.
Bro, like I think he could be all defensive second team this year.
Evan Mobley?
Yeah.
Dude, I think he could be all defensive first team this year.
Problem is people love Rudy Gobert too much. And there's a lot of really good big men in this league.
I know, but Evan Mobley's literally like top 2 in shots
I
contested
know,
this year.
it's insane.
Like, that's like by far, in my opinion, the most important stat when you're picking Defensive Player of the Year is who
man.
literally causes the most misses.
Yeah, I agree.
You know? Like, because that's how it is on D.
He's helping them generate wins, too. They just need better scores. Like, if Colin Sexton was playing right now, this team probably is top 5 in the East.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Because Colin Sexton's a bucket. Darius Garland's having a great year as well.
I'm having anxiety right now looking for my vape.
You want to take a little break?
Yeah, if you want to first.
But as I was talking about the Cavs, man, I think they could really be coming out. Who do you think's defensive first team this year? Like, just do a early defensive first team.
All right, I'm gonna say number 1. I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm not really going out on a limb, honestly.
Are you doing the guards first?
Yeah, I'm gonna do guards first.
Yeah.
All right. There is. You can agree or disagree. I understand for both of them. But number 1, point guard, Alex Caruso.
Okay.
Leads the league in steals. You can't go wrong with that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 2, fuck. Who else is doing really good? on
Honestly,
defense?
I was gonna say both the Bulls guards, Lonzo and Caruso, could be first team.
Lonzo could do it too. 100%.
He's averaging a block a game for a guard.
Mm-hmm. fuck,
insane.
dude. Yeah, it could be Lonzo too. I don't know really any other twos.
No, it doesn't have to be a 2 guard. Just guards.
Just a guard. Is Jimmy Butler a guard?
I think he's a wing.
He's a wing,
Yeah.
so he's kind of considered a forward.
Yeah.
But he does play guard sometimes.
But they sometimes do put forwards as like the center. You know what I mean?
They do that in the All-Star.
Yeah.
Like they'll put LeBron at the center in the All-Star game.
Like,
But that's reasonable.
maybe Lonzo's second team,
I know Pat Beverly is still.
but he's hurt.
Oh, he's hurt still.
Yeah. We're talking about like right now, if they're healthy and playing the whole season. I think the first team could be this.
Okay.
I don't think Jimmy Butler makes the first team. I think
Jimmy
probably
Butler
makes.
is a scorer now on offense.
I think he
man.
probably makes the second team. I think it's Lonzo, Caruso, Mikal Bridges,
Okay.
Evan Mobley, and then either probably Jared Allen, honestly.
Yeah, Jared or Ruby.
Jared or Rudy, yeah.
One of them too, definitely.
Maybe DeAndre Ayton, because DeAndre Ayton is playing pretty good defense.
He
this
is.
year. Yeah.
He's figuring out defense.
He's figuring it out, yeah.
There we go. Good for him. Yeah, dude.
But it helps because Mikal Bridges is there. Because Mikal's going to guard his guy.
Yeah, Rudy. I mean, DeAndre has such good size, man. Like,
Yeah.
and he's so young too. He's so fast. Like, if he just runs down the court on transition,
That's what he does.
bro, that's his buckets right there. You know, that's the bucket getter.
Apparently this year he has had 15 drives to the basket.
No
He
way.
drove to the basket 15 times this year.
Who has?
DeAndre Ayton.
That's it.
Yeah.
What the
Last year
fuck?
he drove 11 times.
What? That's it. Well,
Yeah.
you don't really want to let your big man dribble the ball.
Yeah, but if you're the first overall pick, you want him to be able to,
So we're not putting Draymond Green in the first team all defense this year.
The thing is, it's hard to say, isn't it? Because he could win Defense Player of the Year.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like Golden State is first for a reason. You
Yeah.
know, like.
So would you put Draymond and then Mobley?
I'm looking at some stats right now. Miles Turner has 2.8 blocks a game. Mo Bamba has 2.2 blocks a game. Marcus Smart, we forgot about him, is averaging the same amount of steals as Alex Caruso is. So they're both tied for first. Gary Trent Jr. is still get some steals. DeJounte Murray's good too. He can be.
I think
top.
DeJounte's second team.
I think he could be second team too.
Because I think you gotta remember this. It's all about the sexy things. Like they want to pick like the players that are doing well this year.
Yeah.
So they're gonna. I don't know.
Yeah, the all defensive team is usually players that aren't really like all stars, but just really good at defense.
But I do think Draymond should definitely be on there. Because we know he's one of the best perimeter. He's one of the best defensive players of all time.
Does Golden State play tonight? They do not play tonight.
No, they're 21-4.
They play Saturday. Fuck, I gotta wait till Saturday. Okay, so Golden State right now is
I gotta wait till Saturday.
yeah, they're third in rebounds per game right now. Golden State is. Draymond Green is averaging 7.6 assists per game. Their league leader in field goal percentage for Golden State is Andrew Wiggins with 48%.
Yeah, Wiggins,
Good for
man,
him.
his resurgence.
How are they averaging so many rebounds a game if they don't have a top rebounder?
Because they just rebound by committee.
Yeah, like Draymond Green 6.8. The next guy is 4, and it's Otto Porter Jr.
Wiggins at 4.4.
Oh, Wiggins is at. Steph Curry is also at 5.5. Damn.
Yeah, Wiggins is having a good year, man. He's averaging 18.5 points.
Yeah, 18.5.
It's just weird.
4.4, 1.7 assists.
And he's shooting 41% from 3.
Steph Curry is also averaging 1.8 steals a game.
Yeah,
He's
but
just-
he won't make it defensive team because he's
Yeah.
he's a liability.
Yeah,
He's not a liability, but
He is.
he's
a
liability.
liability.
Well, when I say liability, I'm like Trae Young's a liability.
Teams literally game plan to score the ball on Steph Curry.
Exactly.
Like, that's how people game plan. When Denver was playing them a couple years ago in the playoffs, they would literally try to switch Jamal. Jamal would literally not guard Steph Curry, so they would have to have a shooting guard come over there and screen him because Steph Curry was guarding the shooting guard just so they could get the switch.
Yeah. If Clay comes back and he's half as good as he usually is good, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, they will
Because
definitely be
Wiggins
fine.
is playing very well.
Mm-hmm. Wiggins is a great. I think
Wiggins has the body of an elite player.
he is, dude. If Wiggins just like figured his mental things out, he would be fucking all-star.
Yeah.
Like,
Because he's 6'7", 6'8", good wing.
long as fuck.
Knows how He knows how to dribble. He has the ups, man. He's got so much potential. That's why Draymond Green's helping him unlock it.
Yeah, exactly.
Draymond's like, you're 2 inches taller than me, and I'm 50 years smarter than you. Let's work together.
Exactly. Like, I could show you how to be like me on defense, and I could show you how to, and Steph Curry could show you how to fucking shoot the ball on offense, you know?
Or Draymond's probably like, I'll show you how to read the floor.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
And then you can do what you want to do.
Draymond knows where people are before they know where they're going to be.
Yeah. That's why he's an elite player.
Exactly.
Greatest role player of all time. But yeah, I think he definitely could win Defense Player of the Year. I think it could be between, honestly, you can't tell me Caruso can't be on that list.
For DPOY?
Yeah.
I don't think he can be on that
He
list,
can.
Ryan.
I'm not saying he's top 5. But he should be.
I think the list only goes to 5, Ryan.
All right, he's 7.
All right, I could see him being top 10, but I can't see him being top 5.
But think about it.
Because, when was the last time a guard, first of all, won?
Gary Payton.
Yeah, that was in the 90s,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or 90. Was
Just
it?
something like that.
Yeah, back when he was on Seattle. Oh, thank you. We
But-
just bought our taser, by the way, so.
But what was I gonna say? I'm saying his numbers are good. His defensive numbers are good. Like people don't score on him.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. He the nerdy pick. Like
That's why I think Evan Mobley should at least be top 2. It's literally between Evan Mobley and Rudy Gobert for DPOY. Okay,
And Draymond.
And Draymond. So those are the 3, I think.
Yeah.
You know.
And I don't think they'll give it to Rudy a 4th time in a row.
He's won it 3 times in a row. I thought Giannis won it.
Oh, he did win it, didn't he?
Didn't he won? No, yeah, because he won
But
MVP and
Gobert
DPOY.
is a Defense Player of the Year, though. He won last year, didn't he? Or did Giannis win last year?
I think Gobert won last year.
Because he has won it 3 times, though. I don't think they'll give him a 4th time.
I think he has won it 3 times. What did Kawhi win? Didn't Kawhi?
Kawhi did win.
Kawhi won DPOY and Finals MVP,
Yeah.
right? No, did he win Defensive Player of the Year when he was on Toronto?
No, he won it
did.
when he was on
San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Okay.
Yes, Gobert's a 3-time Defense Player of the Year.
Fucking A.
But I don't think they'll give him to him a 4th time.
Yeah, you're right. Then it's just kind of it's if they don't give MVPs 3 in a row
Like
when they
LeBron
deserve
could have
it.
won a lot, LeBron almost should have won when Rose won.
LeBron should have won it over Rose. No offense to Derrick Rose.
But they were number 1 in the East, so I can see why.
Yeah, I could see that too. Understandable.
His stats weren't there, but I'm pretty sure they swept the Heat in the series, in the regular season.
Yeah, you could have done, dude. I still have that.
Yeah.
that
MVP
segment played. Yeah, that we're gonna save for a time when we just have nothing to talk about.
Exactly. Who is it? Kawhi, right?
Yeah,
What year did he win his?
bro. DeMar right now is 4th in the NBA in scoring.
Oh, Kawhi's a 2-time Defense Player of the Year. What?
2 times? Yeah, I think he won it twice on San Antonio.
That's crazy. Huh. The more you know. What team drafted him?
Who? Kawhi?
Yeah.
I think he got traded for George Hill when he.
What team though?
I think it was the Pacers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look
So
at you.
He got drafted to Indiana, and then George Hill got traded to Indiana for Kawhi.
Yeah.
Imagine that, a Kawhi Leonard for George Hill trade. Is his name George Hill?
Yeah, George Hill. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're thinking of George Kittle, probably.
Yeah,
In your head.
I was thinking of, I was about to say Grant Hill and then something. I was like, no, it's
Also did play for the Pacers though. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. Or he was a Piston.
Piston. You're right.
I'm
He was a
thinking of
Piston.
Reggie Miller,
You
probably.
got the first letter right. Both start with a P.
I will destroy you. Anyways,
Yeah, I thought you were gonna spit in my mouth, not destroy me.
no, that's for later.
Gotta pay money to see that.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, Evan Mobley for Defense Player of the Year.
Yeah, for real. I'm agree with it. So what are the Spurs doing? I mean, not the Spurs, the Jazz.
The Jazz.
The Jazz are 3rd right now.
Yeah, I mean the Jazz will always play well, but Jordan Clarkson's playing better now. Donovan Mitchell went down 1 overall in 2K.
No way. What is he now?
88.
88. Damn.
Rudy's a 90.
I just saw that. Who did they finally put in the 90 club?
They put
2K?
Devin Booker back in it.
Yes, Devin Booker was not in the 90 club.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dylan Brooks just got in the 80 club.
Dylan Brooks is finally an 80.
Yeah, that's
What
the
the
first time in
fuck?
his career.
Oh
Isn't
my
that
god.
weird?
Yeah, dude, he literally averaged 20 points a game
I
last
feel
year.
like he was at least an 82 guy.
Yeah, if somebody does not average 20 points a game, I mean, if somebody does average 20 points a game, they should be an 80 in
Yeah.
2K.
I think who's the one? Tyrese Maxey, right? He's the one who plays for the Sixers, right?
Yeah.
He's an 81.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's 3 lower than Ben Simmons.
Oh my god, dude! I heard that What's the deal with Dame trying to get Ben Simmons?
I don't even like that for
I heard
Portland.
they might trade Dame away.
If they blow it up, I don't think they will though, because Dame just brings in so much money for your team.
But who would you trade Dame to?
You'd have to get somebody good.
Would you trade Dame for Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey, and Danny Green?
I don't think they're trading Tyrese Maxey.
I don't think they are either. I don't think they're going to.
No.
I think they would only trade him. Actually, I think if they were...
They wouldn't even trade him for James Harden.
Yeah, exactly.
James Harden's really good. I'm not saying Dame's bad.
What were they offering for James Harden? Were they offering Tyrese Maxey, Ben Simmons? Were they offering
3
Ben
first-round
Simmons?
picks.
3?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Fuck that.
I would have taken that trade if I was Houston, man.
Yeah, I mean, Houston does love those draft picks.
Because
And
think of Ben Simmons with the team they have right now. At least it's a little bit more fun
which team right now?
with the Rockets.
With Ben Simmons on the Rockets right now?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that would be more fun. I still don't think they would be... I don't even know if Ben Simmons would make that team a playoff team.
No, he wouldn't. But it'd
Yeah.
be more fun.
It would be more fun. Don't forget, Ben Simmons is still like 24.
Yeah, but like the Rockets don't even have a point guard right now. Like they're not
Shit.
even playing John Wall.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. They're not even playing John Wall.
So like at least they'd have somebody to pass the ball around.
Yeah. That's what Ben Simmons does. He gets the ball moving, and he plays good defense.
He does not stick. The ball does not stick with him.
It's hard putting a guy like that in a system, though, in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's easier to do it in, like, college and stuff like that because the talent isn't there. Because in the NBA, sometimes you just got to score so freaking fast, you know?
Yeah.
Like, bro, watching these guys play, like, a dude would throw down, and he would still be holding on to the rim by the time the ball gets passed back in, you know?
And
he
it's
has
already a bucket.
and it's already a bucket. And they go back down the court and they get a bucket because then at that point it's 4-on-5, you know?
Yeah.
So
It's he would have to be the center. Or play with Cat and be the 4.
he'd have to be a 4, but he'd have to play with a 5 that shoots.
Yeah. I've heard they've wanted to do the
But it can't be a 5 that shoots and bodies people up. It has to be a 5 that literally just shoots.
like Brook Lopez.
Yeah, literally like Brook Lopez.
Like if he was in Giannis's position, I doubt he'd be as successful just because Giannis is literally built different.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Mentally and physically.
Oh yeah.
Like that dude could go like 0 for 7 from 3 and he's still gonna fucking pull.
Yeah, exactly. Like Steph Curry was 2 for 10 at halftime, I think, last night or the game before, and he pulled up a half court shot. You know,
like the mentality to keep shooting because your team needs you to shoot, or just like keep doing something because your team needs you to keep playing, is a great mindset to have, and that's why Giannis he's just turned 27. He could retire right now and be the Hall of Fame.
bro. LeBron's about to turn 38 this year.
Yeah.
38 years old.
The NBA's in good hands though.
It is definitely, yeah.
Like there's so many great players.
Yeah, dude. Like the reins are getting taken over to Giannis, Trae Young, Luka, Ja's probably up in there.
Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley, yeah, for defense, man. Like fuck.
Even
dude.
offense, he's a good player.
Yeah, dude. Even offense, he shoots threes.
Yeah.
Like Scotty Barnes still looks good, man.
So elite.
Bro, he's gonna be once he gets a jump shot down, he's gonna have so much confidence. He's gonna think he's Michael Jordan.
He's Air Canada now.
He fucking is Air Canada, man.
Yeah.
Like
Even if like Zion, if he ever comes back, like he's still a fun player to watch.
I saw a picture of him yesterday. He looked pretty good.
He's like 320, isn't he?
The picture did look nice. I'm gonna see if I can find it on Twitter.
All right, I hope it's a good picture of him because I think he is. I was talking to some people about this last night where people were like, no, he's just holding out. He can actually play right now. He just doesn't want to play. I think Zion loves basketball. Like, he loves playing the sport.
I think he does too.
So I don't think he's sitting out to just sit out. Like if he had the opportunity to play for the Pelicans right now, he would be playing. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. Yeah. Exactly. If he did, this is Zion right now. That's not too bad.
No, it's not that
That
bad.
was yesterday.
Oh my, I was like, why are those people so small? But it's a child. Well, I mean, the man's also very small, but
Yeah, he is. I mean, Zion is 6'5" too.
yeah, he's like 6'2".
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
I thought the guy on the right was Dave.
Ah.
All right.
That guy kind of looks like Dave.
This has been the Low Blow Podcast.
We are out of here. Good episode today. We will bring you some tasing tomorrow. Next
week.
episode.
Make sure you tell somebody you love them.
Yes, dude. Please destroy that dick. December is upon us.
Find some good hentai for the boys. All right.
Hit me up.
Peace out. Ace
Good night,
Town.
y'all.
Boop, boop. Lost it.